What is up, everybody? My name is Alex from Lifestyle Gaming, where gaming isn't just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Today we're going to be taking a look at two $100 headsets. The reason I picked these two in particular is because they are the same price, obviously, and they also have about the same key features. And the ones we're going to be looking at are the Razer Kracken Tournament Edition and the HyperX X2 Pro gaming headset. So let's go ahead and take a look at the aesthetics right quick. This is my favorite Kracken personally. It is the green with the black accent. I really like the way this headset looks. It goes great with the Razer green theme. The only issue I see with the aesthetics on this personal one is if you are a streamer or you use any type of green screen with this headset, it's obviously going to have a bleed. In that case, it does have an all black version, which I do not have a shot of it right now, but there is an all black version of this headset. Overall, this green looks amazing to me. I'm a big fan of the green. I think it's really awesome. Let's go over to the HyperX Cloud side of things, where there are a few more different options. There is a pink option available as well. There is an option I think is primarily white with a pink accent, but my favorite is this one right here that is primarily black with the red frame and the red HX logo. That being said, let's go over back to the Razer Kracken and let's take a look at the mix amps. So right here on the mix amp of the Razer Kracken, you have a mute button, volume down, volume up. You can toggle the surround sound, the virtual surround sound, and you do have in-game chat up and down where you can adjust the volume of the chat, and you do have a bass boost, which I think is really awesome. Let's go over back to the HyperX and let's take a look at its mix amp. You have game volume up, game volume down. You also have chat volume up, chat volume down, and you do have a 7.1 button. So they have about the same features overall. I think that the Razer Kracken does have a little bit more extra with that bass boost, and that's really about the only difference that I can see so far. The downside to the HyperX X sound card is that it is only compatible with PC. So let's say you're like me and you play Xbox, PlayStation, and PC games. It's kind of a disappointment that you can't use this sound card with either the Xbox or the PlayStation. The Kracken is a small step ahead over the HyperX X because you do get the option of plugging this mix amp into the PlayStation 4 and getting all of the features included with. Unfortunately, like I was saying with the HyperX X, that is not an option. So let's go ahead and go up and let's talk about the ear cups a little bit. The thing I like about these ear cups, as well as the HyperX X, I'll go ahead and show you as well so you can compare them. They both have very large ear cups. I got a big head and big ear, so personally, I can appreciate a larger ear cup. So that being said, let's go ahead and go down and let's take a look at this ear cup. It's got cool gel layer, reduces heat buildup during intense gaming sessions, hidden indented eyewear channels, wear eyeglasses without feeling any strain. Memory foam, comfortably fits the unique shape of any individual's head, and heat transfer fabric, provides heat transfer with sweat evaporation. And that's a good thing because nobody wants a sweaty gaming headset while they're gaming. It is cool that it has that little indentation for the glasses. I personally don't wear glasses, but I understand the pain that a glasses user could go through having a headset on. So looking over at the HyperX X, it doesn't have really any of those so-called specs in the ear cup itself, but if you go down here, you do get some pretty cool little features. This version right here, you do get the leathery type fabric as well as a velour ear cup. It also has a small amount of customizational features, not a whole lot, but the fact you do get the velour and the leather type fabric is a plus in my opinion. So let's go ahead and go down here and let's take a look right here where it says Cloud 2, and let's look at what we're going to get with this headset. You're going to get the 3.5mm headset, as well as a virtual 7.1 surround, and obviously that is a control box included with the headband memory foam, the velour ear cushion, the travel bag, the airplane adapter, and the extension cable. That is a very good option in my opinion because you do have different ear cups that you can exchange, which is really nice. If you don't like the ones that are on there, you can just change them out for the other ones. Compared to the Kracken headset, you just kind of get what you get. I don't know if they're interchangeable. I highly doubt it because of the way the stitching looks, as well as the fact it doesn't mention anything like that. Next, let's talk about the microphone. So I can't really say microphone quality, but what I can talk about is obviously the microphone itself. So on the Kracken, as you can see here, the microphone is tucked in, and when you want to use it, you can just pull that baby right out. And when you're done with it, you can push it back in, which is really nice. I like the fact that it doesn't have one of those microphones where it's just sticking out all the time, because that really gets on my nerves when you're using a headset that just has a microphone that will not move. It's just stuck there, and that really drives me nuts. So the fact that you can tuck it in and it doesn't have to be out and about all the time is really nice. On the HyperCloud X, they take it up a notch. They have a detachable microphone, which I think is a really awesome idea. So let's say you're in a gaming session and you're finished gaming, but you want to use the headsets maybe to listen to. You want to use your headset to maybe listen to music or do something else with it. Take the microphone right out and boom, you're good to go. You have a regular pair of headphones that don't look weird because they have a microphone sticking out of them. So I really like that feature. Let's talk about these mix amps one more time, because there's one major thing that I feel needs to be discussed. Is if you're going to be using either of these headsets with the PlayStation 4, there is a big advantage to the Razer Kracken, because this mix amp can be plugged directly into the PlayStation 4 and you can get all the nice little features on your PlayStation. Unfortunately, with the HyperCloud X, that is not the case. This sound card is only compatible with the PC. So if you're like me and game on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, the Razer Kracken does have an advantage because it does have the option of using the sound card with the PS4. Unfortunately, it is not compatible with the Xbox, but it's still at least a step up from the HyperCloud X's sound card to where it is only compatible with PC. So overall, guys, I can tell you from messing with the HyperCloud X, I owned it for about 2 weeks. I can tell you that this headphone is a little cumbersome on your head. It does weigh quite a bit in my opinion, and your head will get fatigued after a couple hours of use. So because of that, I can't really recommend the HyperCloud X2 when it comes to comfort. And the sound quality overall is a little lackluster in my opinion, just because it does not have the option for bass boost. I personally play a lot of shooters and I like a lot of loud gunfire and loud explosions with a lot of bass, and this headphone just did not deliver it for me. I have heard that the 7.1 surround is not very good, that it is very lackluster and it does not provide a really good virtual surround experience. I can't vouch for it myself, but that is what I have heard. That is a majority decision from what I understand. So going back to the Razer Kracken, it does not indicate, at least in their official website from what I saw, if the THX surround is 5.1 or 7.1. Either way, it's virtual, so I have a feeling it's going to be about the same. That being said, I feel that if you are going to use this for console and PC, this is the better option, the Razer Kracken. If you're going to be using PC only, maybe the HyperCloud X is the better option. But I really feel that if you're going to use this for PlayStation or Xbox, this is probably the way to go, just because I have used the HyperCloud X and I do know the differences between the two. I'm not really making this video to tell you guys which one is better, but just to let you guys know there are some great options at the $100 price point. I personally like the Razer one just a tad bit better. I'm not going to tell you to run out and buy it over the HyperCloud X because they're both really good choices. If you know of any other great gaming headset options in this price point, please let me know in the description. I picked these two specifically because they are both very popular brands and are the exact same price, and once again have almost the same key features. This video was mainly intended for people that don't want to pay 50 bucks for a cheap gaming headset but want something a little bit better, but is still budget friendly. I think either of these two are great options. I hope that you found this video informative. This is Alex from Lifestyle Gaming, and I will catch you on the next video.